Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS news for Wednesday, January 25. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says government will employ visible and high levels of enforcement to ensure that those who break the road traffic law face the penalty. Mr. Holness, who is chairman of the National Road Safety Council, was making his contribution to the debate on the 2016 Road Traffic Act in Parliament yesterday.
The new provisions and modifications to the new road traffic bill takes us a significant way in ameliorating the critical issues faced by Jamaicans on the roads and achieves our objectives to align the provisions of our laws with international best practices.
Among other things, the legislation makes it mandatory for drivers to have a license in their possession while operating a vehicle. It also restricts handheld use of electronic communication devices while driving and significantly updates the driver's licensing system. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the accompanying regulations are at an advanced stage and will address measures such as international tire tread depth standards, operating dark-tinted vehicles, and transportation of hazardous materials. The Ministry of Justice has implemented a case management statistical system in parish courts island-wide. The system, which was put in place between July and December 2016, was officially launched on Saturday. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck says its implementation is an indication of the bold strides being made to address concerns regarding case backlogs in the courts. He says it will also support the security forces' crime-fighting capabilities.
What this system will do, no doubt, is to assist us in mapping the geography of criminal activities, as we can now ascertain the origin of crimes across several parishes, the demographics, and even the gender of persons involved in crime.
The implementation of the system, funded by the Canadian High Commission, was preceded by island-wide training exercises. All parish courts were outfitted with new computers to support the data entry process, and the deployment has been supported by ongoing monitoring and evaluation. The Senate has passed legislation designed to speed up the processing of child custody cases within the courts, among other things. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, piloted the Children, Guardianship and Custody Amendment Act 2016 in the Upper House. During last Friday's sitting of the Senate, members approved an amendment that calls on the courts to provide a reason within 7 days if they cannot hand down a decision on cases involving the wrongful removal or retention of children within 6 weeks. The Senate, however, rejected the House of Representatives' earlier amendment to make that 6-week timeline mandatory.
So that we're at least continuing the need for expedition, but not putting a situation that is going to maybe put our reality in conflict with the legislation.
Minister Johnson-Smith says discussions will be held with the Chief Justice on how these cases can be dealt with expeditiously. 4,200 residents are set to benefit under the second phase of an initiative allowing them to sign up and register for birth certificates within their communities. The beneficiaries will be selected from 18 communities across 7 parishes. The Jamaica Social Investment Fund and the Registrar General's Department signed a Memorandum of Understanding and contract on Monday to execute the project.
This MOU really encapsulates a number of initiatives which include the selection, recruitment and training of 40 data collectors, comprised really from members of the ICDP community. We're also going to be establishing community registration points.
Surveys will also be carried out to determine other types of documentation that persons will be in need of. The project is being funded through cooperation between the Government of Jamaica and the World Bank. The tourism product development company TPDCO is partnering with the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts to establish a craft development institute. The two entities signed a Memorandum of Understanding on Tuesday to cement the partnership. The Craft Development Institute, to be based in St. Anne's Bay, will provide training and certification to current craft producers. It will support the development of authentic Jamaican craft and protect new designs.
For the Institute of Craft Development, which will be the first of its kind in Jamaica, that will enable our artisans to have on-the-job development and training to broaden their creative horizon and to widen the variety of offerings that they are able to present. But most importantly, they'll be able to produce in situ. While they are there, the visitor will come, the visitor will hand them a design, and when the visitor is ready to leave on the ship, 8 or 10 hours afterwards, they come and they get the finished goods.
The signing took place during the press launch of the revamped Spruce Up Jamaica program. The Craft Development Institute is scheduled to welcome the first batch of students in September 2018. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.